Hey there, everyone. How's everyone's night going? My night's going pretty great. Another jam-packed episode of Impact Wrestling. Oh, so much to talk about. Let's go. Let's go down the car. Let's go through it, shall we? The night kicks off with knockouts in action. Alicia, Nevaeh, and Tenille versus Havoc, Rosemary, and Jordan Grace. A little near the match was. Hey, Jared, the match was freaking nuts. I missed half of it because I was setting up my VR, PlayStation VR with my dad. But I saw the match and it was great. It was fantastic. What a fantastic way to kick off Impact Wrestling on Thursday nights, where we own the night. Yeah. Um, a little near the end of the match, Crazy Steve, I think, brought out a table. I didn't see who brought out the table. There was a table there. So the table magically appeared. I don't know. I didn't see when the table was brought out. But near the end of the match, Nevaeh and Havoc went through the table. But with all that chaos, Rosemary picked up the victory, pinning Alicia. Very fun and amazing match. I was hoping Alicia would win. Rosemary with the victory, I'm still happy with. It was a great match. BTI made match, which means it was a match made on BTI, where they released a match that will be on Impact. Matt Cardona versus Jake something. The match was awesome, but ended with a double disqualification, with Myers attacking both Jake and Matt. And after he attacks Matt, he accepts his match challenge for Rebellion. So yes, the match was very, very good. It was one of the strongest matches of the night. But it ended with Myers attacking both of them, so it was a double disqualification. And after that, he does the whole inverted DDT on the ramp, and says, "You know what, Matt? I've had a long time to think, and you know what? I think I will accept your challenge for Rebellion." So the match is made. Rebellion. Another match made tonight for Rebellion was a triple threat. TJP, Josh Alexander versus Ace Austin for the X Division Championship in a triple threat match. Fun matches ahead. Next up is Triple XL versus Sami Callihan. Will Trey Miguel show up? So, Trey Miguel did show up, but the only reason he did show up was to show up Triple XL. They talked to him backstage saying, "How was your match?" It's like, "Well, I'm not going to be out there. I'm not Sammy's friend. I told him that last week." It's like, and then Triple XL was like, "That sounds like an excuse to me. That sounds like an excuse from someone that has no passion." So apparently, that was a trigger word for Trey Miguel to come out to help Sami Callihan. The match was really good. Sami Callihan and Trey worked together a few times. Trey Miguel with the victory though, with his new armbar. I think it's called Hourglass submission. Next up, we have Chris Sabin versus Diener, and Diener goes alone. Yes, Eric Young said Diener goes alone by punishment, so he will be facing Chris Sabin alone. It was a very strong, athletic match, but with Chris Sabin doing the Cradle Shock DDT, or Cradle Shock, I don't know if it's a DDT, I think it's just called a Cradle Shock. Sabin wins. It was a very strong, short match, but it served its purpose. But, like I said, it served its purpose. Eric Young set a trap for James Storm. He captured the Wildcat Chris Harris, Rhino gored James Storm, and made James Storm's watch as he decimated Chris Harris with a chair. Filthy, filthy stuff. Just appalling violence. A lot of matches were made for Hardcore Justice. One match was made was a 6-man tag, mystery tag partner match. Charlie Hour, something with chairs, and a blind games match. So let me think. The blind games match is Jake Something versus Myers. Um, you got the 7 or 6 women. It's a possibility she might return at Hardcore Justice. I don't have the matches announced, but there was about 4 matches announced. I will talk about it on the day of the event, and I will let you know what's planned. It's going to be a great show nonetheless. Now on to the main event. Willie Mack, Eddie Edwards, and Rich Swann versus Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers. This match was absolutely crazy. Main talking points of the match: Rich Swann finds a way out of the ring, One Ring Angel. Yes. Rich Swann was vulnerable, so Kenny Omega thought he had the chance to do the One Ring Angel. Well, while Rich Swann was on top, he couldn't grab the head, so he weaseled out of it, out of the One Ring Angel. So there's a flaw to the move. There is a way to weasel out of the move, and Rich Swann found it out tonight. Another talking point was Rich Swann did a finishing move on Kenny Omega, had him pinned near the 1, 2, and then if it wasn't for Don Callis pulling him out, Rich Swann would have pinned Kenny Omega tonight. But the match, regardless, was a lot of fun. But it goes to Eddie Edwards, Willie Mack, and Rich Swann with the victory over Carl Anderson. The match was absolutely insane. What a main event should have been. It was insane. I would recommend you going back and watching it on Impact Plus. But that's the end of that. That's the end of my video. I will look at the comments now. Jared Woods, hi Cody. Always a pleasure. Su Yung might return to Hardcore Justice. Possibly. Nevaeh should have been added to the Knockout Scramble Weapons match at Hardcore Justice. I'm still surprised she hasn't. I'm thinking she'll get involved, though. Make Havoc lose, so they have a match at Rebellion. I think that's going to happen. Now, let me see if I can go back to Impact's account and see if they posted all the matches. Let's see here. Bear with me, guys. I'm checking to see if they posted the matches. They usually do that after the show. Have it load for a bit. Rich Swann should have punched Don Callis. Yeah, I don't think that would have been a good idea. It's loading. It's loading. I could just go and no, I can't actually. Yeah, man, my Twitter app has been really slow lately. Really slow. Do. How's everyone else? Sami Callihan should join John Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Not a bad. That's way not a bad idea at all. Okay, here's the matches. Breaking three-way tag team match this Saturday. TJP will have to find a partner. Ace Austin will have to find a partner, and Joaquin Weapon will have to find a partner. We'll each find a partner to face off in a three-way tag team match this Sunday at Hardcore Justice. Eric Young, Big Joe, Doring, Cody Deaner will face a team led by Tommy Dreamer, Silent by Design, basically Rhino, Joe, Cody, and Eric. Will face a team led by Tommy Dreamer in a hardcore war. That's Saturday. And Myers will face Jake Something in a hardcore blindfold match this Saturday, where both will be blindfolded and weapons will be allowed. So it's going to be a very fun and interesting way to see how that's going to go down. Shira will face Hernandez in a cheerly legal match, whereas all chairs are legal. Breaking, Big LG will face Taurus. Oh wow, this match wasn't even announced on Impact. This Saturday, Hardcore Justice with Decay. So yeah, fun matches ahead. Death Triangle and Sami Callihan should help Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. All right, well, that's the end of my video, guys. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate everyone that watches the replays. Last week, my video went over 200 views, which I appreciated. That was awesome. Thank you. Thank you for showing your support. I will be doing this weekly. And I will be doing a video on Saturday, if all the matches are announced. All right, that's the end. Thank you.